Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to my Ranch Simulator series. This is episode 3. We are playing the game Ranch Simulator, which is a game that I've played on and off since kind of since it came out. Maybe a few months after it released, I started playing with it. And we're playing the DLC that was released in early February, the Southwest DLC. So this is a different landscape, and it has some unique formations and things like that. But relatively everything else is the same. We have a few other like different vehicles that we didn't have before, and we also had like some uh, updates as far as driving skills and some, well, driving skills, I should say, isn't the right term. Driving improvements, I guess. I don't see them, but I'm a horrible driver in this game. So if I crash and burn and run into things, I hope you have a good laugh over it because I certainly do. So, so this is our farm. The end goal is to have, a relatively large functional farm. I am playing solo. There is co-op in this game though, so you can play with your friends and have a good time doing so, hopefully. So just to show you around a little bit, it's pretty potatoes right now. It's just small, but we have some trees growing. We had some lumber that we were making. We have a tiny little garden that we started. We can sell some of these and make a little bit of money. And then I also purchased 2 pigs. They're both male. Early game, I don't like to start breeding off the bat because things, especially if you just let everything free breed, it can get out of control really quickly. And right now, we don't have the funds for that. So we have to be kind of careful. I'll show you the funds we do have. We have $93.93. Go us. So, our money is a little bit limited here. So we do have to be careful. I also have an oil rig. You can kind of see it off into the distance that's going, and you can sell oil. It usually sells for $500 a barrel, which can be quite significant. Um, and our trees grow quickly too. So if you really wanted to get into the lumber business or logging sim, as I call it, early on in this game, it's really easy to do so. So I'm really glad that they implemented this as well because before you could just pretty much harvest what was on your land and that was it. So I'm glad they did that. So yeah, that's pretty much our farm. I'm also going to tear down this barn and I'm going to tear down that broken windmill in the back. We don't need it. Right now, I just kind of left him up because they're good visuals to come back to the ranch. Especially me, who's got this squirrel type personality, and suddenly I'm halfway across the map, and I'm like, how did I get here? So, one thing we're gonna do in this episode is we are going to finish killing our predators so we can get the big hunting rifle from the hunter. I love that quest. That was in the main game as well. And it's worth it because then the small animals you can pretty much one shot, and the bears I think it's 2 shots versus 4 with the small or the small handgun. So it's really worth it to try to get that bigger rifle from the hunter. Just checking my plants really quick before I take off. I'm also hoping that I can put up a silo and a self-watering windmill thing as well. Right now, though, I definitely don't have the funds for that unless I take out a loan, which I could certainly do, but I don't know. I think I can do okay just, working on the really simple things in this game, so. I did upgrade the truck. I got rid of our, uh, I don't even know what you call that. Our Give Me vehicle, which they give you at the beginning of the game. It was like a woody station wagon. We got rid of that. So, I'm just gonna check on our... Oh, and I didn't take a cooler with me. Dang it. I need to go back and get it. So here's our oil rig. On the other map, there were 2 spots in which you could use But I believe that when you buy the other map or the other farms on this map, you can get more because um I did find one, but I wasn't able to put this oil rig on it. So I think it was locked into the land. So we have 62 gallons of oil right now and 33 fuel in it. So it's in pretty good standing, but I do have to go back and get that get the cooler. If I'm going to go shooting predators, I am definitely going to want the meat from the predators. So also another thing I did in this game, I learned this tip off of some other players of this game, just watching some YouTube shorts and some YouTube videos. I turned foliage all the way down to low. And I understand it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, but you can see all the predators much easier that way. If you do want to give yourself a challenge in hunting, definitely turn it off, or turn it back on. But for me, it's just easier. I play games to have fun, not be frustrated, and especially the one fox quest where you have to kill the foxes for the rancher. You can't really see them with it on, so it was much easier for me and much less frustrating to turn it off and to not see it. Plus, you can also see the oil patches much, much easier as well. So, a hunting, we will go. I'm going to go over actually where that quest is. I can't pick it up because I have two quests right now, the shooting predators and hunt. So they only let you take two at a time. So I'll have to finish those. I know I can abandon them, but I'd prefer not to. I think I'm just gonna try to make it happen. So I'm gonna exit my vehicle and crouch, get my gun out. See if there's any fox around here. I can just, I don't want to scare him with the truck. That's why I parked way back there. And they are very skittish. They won't attack you. Otherwise, with the foliage, it's really hard to see them. Like, you really have to wait for movement. And then it's hard to figure out where to shoot because there's so much grass and things you really can't see. I don't see any around here, though. But maybe this is a bust. We'll look around a little bit more, but this might be a bust. We'll go up where the bears are, or where I think the bears might be. I have an idea. I'm just not sure. I'm not really used to this map. I haven't played it that much. I really wanted to play it on this series more than I played it outside of streaming and videos. I do like this game, but it is kind of fun to show everybody else too what it's about. I just hope that they keep improving upon it and maybe adding some more maps in the future. I think that would be really great. And keep working on the driving because to me the driving just doesn't feel good yet, but then again I suck at it. So I go way too fast, I hit a bump and I flip over. It's it is what it is. I don't see any fox, so I think this is a bust. So I'm just gonna run back to my truck. Watch as I'm running like I'll scare one. Darn. Oh well. It's also getting later in the evening, but I'm still just gonna I'm gonna hunt. It's kind of slow when you're starting out and you have to kind of wait for your pigs to mature. So it's nice to do these other things like go out and try to hunt or maybe help a few ranchers out with their quests. I know there is a treasure quest like there was in the other map, but I have not looked that up or really looked anything on it yet. I liked it in the other map okay, but in a way I kind of felt strange doing it. It just didn't feel like it really belonged in the game, you know? It just kind of felt misplaced. But it is a very good way to get money because it was worth $2,500 before, so I'm gonna go this way because I have a sneaking suspicion that the bears are probably in the forest areas. So we're gonna go check that out. And I think the bears in this map are black, whereas the other one they're like grizzly bears, they're brown. So they should stand out in theory. Also, um, I'm really curious about the bees. Like there were bees in the other map, you'd get them on the trees and then be able to collect them that way. And I have not seen any hives yet. So I'm really curious if that's in this map at all. And kind of curious to where they spawn. I would assume they would spawn in these forest type areas, but I've been wrong before, so. Not seeing any bears. A little pixelation on my graphics too. I have tweaked my settings so many times for these graphics, and I'm at a loss to what I need to do to smooth them out. I'll continue to play with it though, and hopefully give a better video experience for it. Oops. It didn't seem like it was, it didn't freak out until nightfall. Bears, where are you? Oh, see, and I was talking about bees, and there's bees. So yes, they are in this game. Which corner? So way up here in the north, what would that be? Northwest corner is where I found a beehive. I don't know if that's helpful for anybody, but that's where I found a spawn. So hopefully that helps you out. If not, or if you found it already, awesome. I don't mind doing the beehives. They give a decent extra amount of money for fairly minimal work. But as you could see, my money was kind of unimpressive. So we really need to sell a couple of our matured pigs, maybe get some wild meat sold. I don't see any bears. I really thought there'd be bears up here. I guess not. We're gonna keep looking because I just want to know where they kind of are. I assume that the cougars are around some of the rundown areas because that's where I had encountered them early on. One almost killed me. But it wouldn't be the first time I got killed by a wild animal in this game. I'm on this back. Just checking where I am map-wise. Let's check in here. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I don't really see. Not really seeing much either. I know our vehicle will scare the cougars away, too. So I actually probably, well, I might be scaring predators away. I'm not sure. This land is so bumpy. What do you expect, though? I mean, Still not seeing anything. This feels very odd to me. It just feels like I should have come across more right now. Or at least something. Where am I headed to? Here? I'm okay with that. Let's go back this direction, see what we can find. And the beehives too. I'm perfectly fine figuring out where the hives spawn. Try not to go too fast so I don't launch myself into oblivion. Oh, I thought that was a bear in the distance where that big tree is. Nope, not so much luck. I feel like I'm gonna run out of gas and then I'm gonna be up a creek with no paddle. I just want to find a bear or something. Why is exploring so hard? It's not, it's finding stuff. That's the challenge. That's why fishing is called fishing, not called catching. Anyway, I should get to... Oh wow, I am so far away from the gas station. Of course I would do this to myself, right? So we'll make our way back towards the gas station. And I'm just gonna kind of keep my eyes open, see if I see anything big moving. I'm really after the bears, but I'll take like the fox or the cougar if I see it move. See, there's an oil patch over yonder to my right. But oh, that might actually be one we can take. That's good to know. I'm actually going to put a rigging up on it if it lets me. So this is a ways from our ranch, but a oil rig is still an oil rig. So, aha, it will. Sweet. And I love that they marked them now for you, so you know exactly where they are. Oh, and they're even... Oh, they even tell you... I assume that's how much it's produced? Or has produced that you could take right now? Out of the 1,000 gallons? I'm assuming. Well, at least we found something. I thought for sure, though, that was going to be a patch that belonged to another farm, and I'm like, ugh, it won't let me put a claim on it. Let's go back this way. I'm just not seeing anything. I'm so sad. Like, where are all the animals? It's that moment of panic, too, where it's like, did I hit something where I, like, turned animals off? That would stink. And I know for sure I would do something that dumb. I've done it before in The Sims 4, so... Well, not just The Sims 4, other sim games as well. Cougars tend to hang out in these parts. I really should care because I should really not look. I need to get to the gas station. I am going to not make it. It's going to be one of those situations where my truck just kind of coasts in. I'm so sad, though. I was really hoping to get something. Yep. just lost my fuel. Just ran out of fuel. Oh, we are awesome. We are doing so good. Guys, I'm so proud of us. Maybe we can just kind of coast into the gas station. Oh my gosh. We? We're doing it. We're coasting in. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh my God. Thank you. Oof. Ran out of gas and I still made it. Okay, so it only took $12 and I only have like $90. So this is a good thing. However, I believe I can go sell at least the vegetables that are in my trunk, or not my trunk, but my cooler. I want to keep the meat for the hunters challenge. And of course, we're getting a storm now. So sell, I just want to sell the bell peppers. Okay, so we got $80 more, so that's good. And at our desperate time where we just don't have any money, that's a really big difference. I'm actually going to make my way back to the ranch, if I can find it. These dust storms can really make finding things complicated. I am happy we found the other oil patch, though. That was a huge help to us in our farm and our income, even though we probably can't build on it right now. I doubt I have the materials, and I know I don't have the money for the materials. At least we know where it is, and we can kind of add to it. Those two pigs, when we get them for harvest, will be a big deal for us. I don't even think I purchased an oil can yet for the oil, which if you can purchase one, they're $250. It's good to purchase one. Pretty sure my farm is this way. Maybe this is just fog. It's not a storm because I can see. Yeah, I think this is just fog. Is there anything to harvest from our garden? No, but there's stuff that's thirsty. So I have 10 concrete and okay, so I have plenty of metal that I can use for that other oil rig, but I would need 10 more concrete, which isn't too expensive. The metal is what's expensive. Harvest that, harvest that. Cabbage and watermelon are great to harvest, especially when you're beginning, because they grow quickly and the seeds are relatively cheap. So they're really nice to start with. Water. And we'll just water these guys. I wish I could take so much time to explore, but if you wait too long, yeah, you'll lose crops, and depending on how your setup is for your animals, you could possibly lose animals if they aren't fed appropriately. Like, there's enough water, but we have one grain left in here for our piggies who are getting plump. Always a good thing. And our trees look good. So maybe we'll do a little logging. I usually speed the logging up in my videos because I know it's pretty boring. And you don't get a ton of money for the lumber, but when you're starting out, it all counts. I mean, later on, it's like, it will not be a big deal at all, but when you're starting out and you need the cash, it's worth it. Okay, so we went through the night and we just kind of sawed some logs and planted the new saplings. Like I said, I fast forward usually through those parts. They're kind of boring and I don't I don't have to say anything through it. So, um, yeah, it's a logging sim essentially. But the dust storm made me kind of jump a little bit during the night because I'm like, is there a tornado? And I'm like, would they put tornadoes in this game? And if they did, would you have like your own shelter to hide in? And could it damage your buildings or like wipe your buildings out or hurt your animals or like and this inner monologue in my head was going about how a tornado would or could devastate this game. Sim City style, maybe. I don't know if anybody played that game, but I played it a little bit, and some of the natural disasters were hair raising. So, in a game like this, it'd be kind of interesting to see how that weather would affect the rest of the game and the animals and the economy within it. So, just some inner thoughts. I'm going to water my garden a little bit, and I think I'm going to take some stuff to market. Let's see here. I'm actually going to take this to the other drill rig that we found. And I'm going to see if I can get another 10 concrete to bring with me. I also need to fill some of my jerry cans. I'll put these on top actually. I could have just driven over there because I was going to load up some planks too. Just to take a few planks in. You don't get a ton for them, but I don't have a use for them right now, and I know when I start mega building that I'll be able to get replenish easily. I started with 5 trees, by the way, like, and from the saplings that it gives you, I'm up to a very tiny sliver of forest. So if I keep harvesting and logging a little bit each day, I should be able to get a fairly decent sized tree harvest. So I'm not really worried about selling a few stacks of lumber. It's not going to fit, is it? Because I didn't stack correctly. Ugh, sometimes I wish this stuff would just snap. And I know that's a pipe dream, but I'm going to see if I can squeeze this on top. All right, so let's move you because we're really bad at stacking. My aunt was really good at stacking. Well, not stacking, but like packing in general. She could take 5 pounds of stuff and fit it in a 1-pound box. Easy. It was pretty neat to see. It was one of those hold my beer moments. She's just really good at it. I thought this would sit. I thought it turned green for like, yeah, a very brief second. We'll fit in a few more. We'll get in 2 more sets of planks. Oop. There we go. And we'll take this to market. We can sell some of our goods, some of our garden items as well. And I saw a watermelon. Both of them are ripe. Okay, that's good. That'll give us a little bit of extra cash as well. Ooh, I may not be able to fit it. I may have to yeah, I'm gonna have to move these over. Stacking simulator. All right, so put that one there, and we'll grab this other very healthy watermelon. I don't see big watermelons in the store anymore. Like, when I was a kid, I remember these huge watermelons that were, like, enormous. And now you go to a store and it's like this little lantern circular thing. And I'm like, when did it change? Geniuses of science, I believe. A lot of stuff is hydronically grown and such now, so it's much different than growing in the ground. Some of our farmers markets here, some of the produce they like the pumpkins and squash, watermelons, other things that melons that people have grown are just beautiful and they taste so good. They're so full of flavor. You got to go early though, especially where I'm from, because the good stuff is easily picked over within the first 5 minutes. Okay, well, maybe that's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. All right, we're gonna sell some stuff here. So we will sell our wood planks, our watermelon. I'm gonna keep the wild meat for that quest, 2 cabbage, and the bell peppers. So we are up to $257.93. As you recall, we started the day with $93.93. So we're moving up in the world. I was just going to move this because I had this feeling that I would take off and the cooler would just fall because I sold all the lumber. And then I think we'll go over... Oops, that's right. I was going to buy concrete. I almost forgot. So we're going to go over and buy concrete and then take that to our oil rig that we found exploring. We just need 10 more, so $50. Yeah. Jeez. There we go. All right, so we have that. And that should, I believe it's 20. I guess I should look, huh? 20 concrete, 20 metal. Okay, yes. Leave it to me who thinks I know what the build is, and then I go to build it, and I'm short like 10 of something. Because my memory did not serve me well. We're going to stop at the fuel station. We're going to fuel up the truck once again, and the 2 jerry cans. Also going to fuel those. Those will help our sawmill and me not run out of gas. I'm almost wondering if I should go to the general store and get... Wait, did that not fill? Oh, no, it did fill. Okay. For a second, I thought it said 30 of 50, so... I'm wondering, though, if I should go to the feed store and just grab a bag or 2 of feed for the pigs, which I don't want to be too long from them because the trough was only at 1. I think I had 3 sitting there, but which is at 30. Okay, well, I'll just get 1 more just to appease my brain. I could always just get a loan too and just say, screw it, I'll get a loan and then I can get whatever I need. But part of me is the stubbornness to not want to do that. Even in real life, I'm stubborn. I don't want to get a loan for like anything. If I can pay for it or if I can find a way to pay for it, I'll do it. Oh, wow. Yeah, our oil rig is way the flip over there. And that's probably because of student loans. Eef. Am I really going the long way around? Whoops, sorry, car. I had my map up. I didn't even see you. Distracted driving. By looking at a tangible map. Oh my gosh. I am not good at this game. Holy cow. Actually, I'm just not good at driving. It's not the game, it's me. I just can't drive. And I have no sense of direction in video games either, which is what's happening right now. Isn't it over here? Like, yeah, I'm really close. Okay. There it is. I don't think life would be, or not life, but this game would be kind to me and let me see like a predator I could simply slay, maybe. Watch, I'll be busy doing this and it'll come out of thin air and just attack me. Because, again, that's my luck. I'm glad I found this. I do not know where all the oil spawns are yet, but and we'll have it start working for us. I'll just use one jerry can to fill it up, and then maybe the following day I can come back and deal with the rest of the way. I'm just a little concerned with my spending habits. But then again, I can get that loan. I really want to. We're gonna go off cliff. Yes, we did it. If damage was a thing in this game, my truck would look like it needed the junkyard, not to be driven down a road. Of course, I'm looking for bears. But I should just get back. Like I said, I don't want my pigs to starve. I'm kind of worried about that right now. Oh my goodness. What did I even hit? There was like nothing. What the heck, dude? Oh my gosh. That was fun. I guess the road isn't exactly level, is it? Ooh, there's a predator. Oh my god, no, I have to stop. I have to stop. I have to stop. I have to stop. Get it from this far? We'll see. Nope. Nope. Okay, I gotta get closer. Don't even care if it charges me. Oh, I am the world worst shot. Let me refill. Wait, is there two of them? If that's somebody's dog, like legit, I'm gonna feel horrible. Finally. Jeez. I am usually much better than that. Actually go to a range in real life and shoot every now and then. It's just something we did when we were younger. Like we did the whole hunter's safety and gun safety and things like that. So I've always been around it, and my family were hunters as well. Um, so it's just something I've been super comfortable with. Then I come into a video game and I like can't hit anything and I feel so ashamed of myself. I know it's pixels. It's pixels. But that got me one more predator down on the list for the quest, so. But you could see him really easily, which was nice. Oh, here's the plot for farming. Okay. There's just that one? I'll have to go back and read about the farming plots again because I think I could totally be wrong, but I think they said you could make your own now. All right. First, my piggies. I don't want you to starve. Okay, thank goodness. Everybody's still alive. And they've got plenty of water, so that's good. I didn't really need this feed then, I guess, but my brain was like, you need this, you need this, you need this. I cannot wait to get the windmills so everything waters automatically, and I can get the little sprinklers for the garden. Oh, looks like my grapes are ready to harvest. That's good. I'll give us a little cash. Seems like the bell peppers are always thirsty. Okay. There we go. So we got the grapes in. And this guy needed what? Needed water. We have a little bit more we can harvest too, which will be great for a little tiny boost of income. All right, so there is that much, and our piggies are getting closer to harvest. Starting to get nice and plumpy. They're definitely not ready, but they're getting there. All right. I think that's a good place to end for this episode. We had an interesting day. We wanted to find animals to finish the shooting predators quest, but we found the other oil patch instead. So we went ahead and built that. We almost crashed on apparently nothing on pavement. And we've harvested some stuff from our garden and sold a few small items, planted some more trees. So we're slowly getting there. This is not a fast process, but that's okay. It's a nice, chill, relaxing game. So if you like games that are this chill and relaxing too, I do recommend it. There are some bugs in it. So if you're okay kind of working through those bugs or with those bugs, you'll be fine. Always look at the discussions too, before you buy a game or even the reviews, because you'll see a lot of times what people are most disgruntled about. when it comes to some of these particular games. But overall, I enjoy this. I haven't run into any major issues so far except one, and I have not seen it since. And so far, it's just been an enjoyable experience. But we'll see as we get going and we get a larger farm how well it handles it. So thanks so much for joining. Please like, share, subscribe on my YouTube. I also have a Patreon page linked below. And I also have a linked tree now, so you can use the link tree to get to any of the socials. I do have a Twitch, twitch.tv/adventures with souls. That's my Twitch channel. And I think that's it for all the mentions. Well, I hope so. Anyway, thanks so much again. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.